One of the largest concerns most skilled nursing home operators have when looking at the patient-driven payment model is its impact on their Medicare revenues per patient day. If you're not certain of what your Medicare revenues per patient day are, you can head over to the Consanus website and access our tool to help you find your Medicare revenues per patient day. This resource pulls data directly from cost reports, and we leave it unlocked so you can select any state in the US, any city you'd like to look at, and of course you can find your own facility, and then it will show you the average Medicare revenue per patient day over the last 5 years, and you can even see the most recent totals. Once you've found your Medicare revenue PPD, the question really becomes, how big of an impact are we looking at? Well, under PPS, let's assume that the average Medicare revenue PPD is $640. Traditionally, about 20 to 22% of that revenue number would be attributed to your rehab expense, meaning if you took out the rehab portion, you're left with a net of about $500 per patient day. Under PDPM, a worst case scenario that we've uncovered would show a drop from $640 PPD to as low as $580 per patient day. If we assume that we can recapture some of that loss through better negotiations with our rehab partners and possibly fully embracing the group and concurrent therapies that are being offered, we might be able to mitigate the rehab portion down to $105, meaning the net would be as low as $475. Now, going from $500 net to $475 is a significant drop. $25 per patient day. Let's assume you have 20 Medicares in your facility. And we also assume that this loss permeates the entire month. You could be looking at a loss of $15,200 per month. If you take that out over a year, it could be pretty significant. Here at Consanus, we've been looking at 3 ways to help our partners mitigate these losses. Hopefully, through some of these resources, we can get our clients back up to about a $630 Medicare revenue per patient day. And again, assuming the rehab portion drops because of group and concurrent therapies to $105, we actually could end up at a higher net than we did before PPS. So how do we do this? At Consanus, we've developed a resource that will ingest your live electronic health record data and under PDPM help your team better code and find opportunities or even missed opportunities to recapture revenues. Our PDPM auditor, again, is designed to ingest data from any date range up and including the current hour of information. Here you can see the results across your entire portfolio, or you can drill down to a specific building to see what the changes will look like from going from RUGs to PDPM. Under PDPM, staff will have the ability to see the number of patients that have come into the facility in the last few days, and then mathematically, the Copilot product will identify which of those patients have an opportunity for higher reimbursement, what the reimbursement game could look like from a percentage perspective, and identify the total number of dollars that could be lost. We give the users the ability to drill into the actual patient records and uncover opportunities to optimize the reimbursement for the patients. Another opportunity to mitigate losses and recapture lost revenues is through our pharmacy division. As you all know, the NTA categories under PDPM are quite extensive. We've evaluated and found that 1 point in the NTA buckets is equivalent to an extra $20 per patient day. And to help our clients better capture and better code these opportunities, Consanus Pharmacy is working to ingest your medication orders and then immediately have a pharmacist begin to code and look for opportunities to make recommendations to recapture missed diagnosis codes. All of this is done through a resource that we've deemed our Admission Medication Regimen Review, or AMRR. The third opportunity for recapturing revenues comes through our rehab division. Traditional rehab providers are geared up to capture the functional improvement scores on day 1 of the patient's stay and then capture them again at the end of the stay. This leaves little opportunity to identify fluctuations in functional improvement for the patients and possibly identify the need for an IPA. Here at Consanus, we are going to document functional improvement on a more routine basis. Thus, when declines happen, we will see them in real time and be able to make recommendations to our partners to do an IPA.